Friday. We're live. You know what that means?
We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
We were on vacation last week.
Yeah.
What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I had a buddy come in from California, so
Nice.
I had to take the night off. But we're back, and let's do the intro.
I'm excited for our guest tonight, so let's do it.
Too.
Let's bring him on.
We're going to talk about it. We got a lot of things to talk about tonight. All things Jets. Welcome to Jets Worldwide. We're your hosts. I'm Snowball. That's Johnny Boy. That's right. And this is Jets Worldwide, aka the internet's. What should we do this week? Smoothest Jets media program. All right. On to the intro. Man, I'm so unprepared today. Gosh, here we go.
Yo, we rolling deep with the Jets on the a team full of dreams under these bright skies. The world is our stage. We ain't gonna hide. Green and white till we die. Jets worldwide, wide. Johnny Boy and Snowball in the zone. Yeah, we're family here, never alone. Jets worldwide, this is where we shine. A true dedication, victory's our sign. Green and white forever, we in our prime. You know we gon' rise, just give it some time. 2025, hear the crowd going wild. You know we spitting truth, nothing but style. A city that never sleeps, we going buck wild. Our hearts beat as one. Jets worldwide, wide. Victory's a feeling, we won't let go.
Nice intro.
Oh, look at that with the wardrobe change and everything.
I did the wardrobe change. I got my JWW on. Available in the merch store. Shop the merch store. jetsworldwide.printify.me. All right, Johnny, you procured us an amazing guest this evening. So why don't you do the intro?
And introducing, coming in from the Jersey Shore, height 7 feet tall, 280 pounds. He's a monster. If you give him the ball, that's the guy's going to score the touchdown. You guys know him as the guy that does Let's Talk Jets. Mr. Tyson, come on down.
7 feet tall? Damn, I feel good now.
Oh, yeah, man.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Tyson? How are you?
Doing great, man. It's Friday night, holiday weekend. Knicks are on tonight. Hopefully win this game, and we'll have some fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question, actually. How much time do you have tonight?
I could chill, dude. They don't go on till 8, but I'm hanging out, throwing in the background, so I'm good.
All right, good. So welcome to the show. This is the first time on the show. Welcome in. It's a pleasure to have you on. If people are not familiar, Tyson Rauch from Let's Talk Jets. Let's Talk Jets Radio. Right.
Yeah.
Hailing from the Jersey Shore. So a lot of things have been going on with the New York Jets lately. You want to jump right in or banter, small talk? What do you want to do? You want to
let me ask him a real quick question, right? Because he just brought it up, and I'm pumped for the game for tonight, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm a maniac. My Mets play, right? Jets are gonna be. Jets. The Knicks are playing as well, but it's gonna be more Knicks. You watched the first game, right? Do you think that Naismith repeats that, or was that just a fluke type of thing? And do you see the New York Knicks blowing out this team, or is it going to be a close game? I mean, thoughts?
I mean, if he went nuclear, man, he was just unstoppable in the fourth quarter. They had a complete meltdown, took the foot off the gas, stopped rebounding, made so many stupid plays. Two things can happen. You're either get a great defensive effort tonight where they're pissed off and like, you know what, this is not happening again at home, or there's an emotional letdown where like, I can't believe we blew it, and they're kind of flat, and then it happens again. So I'm hoping they come out with a big time statement, man. They're the better team, if we're being honest. I think they're the better team. They should win this series. That game, I have not been that mad about a Knick game in probably 20 years. That game pissed me off for 2 days, dude. I was literally couldn't sleep, angry, because it's like you have that grand opportunity in front of you, and they blew a huge lead, and you watch them melt down in every facet. Missed free throw, turnover, didn't get the rebound. You've got to be kidding me. But I think tonight they turn it around and they get 1-1, and it's probably gonna go 6 games anyway or 7. But I think they win tonight.
Even the last play with Bridges, right on the floor, trying to grab the ball, and then it just happens to just hit his hand, right? Even then, I was like, oh, they're going to get the ball back. They're going to throw it out. Something's about to happen, right? Brunson is going to come out big or anything. The foul trouble, it can't happen tonight, right? I mean, they were going at Brunson after that. So it'll be I'm on the same boat. I think tonight they're going to come out. They're not playing around. They're going to go ahead, and if the gas pedal is all the way down to the floor itself, they're going to continue it, right? And as they need to. They cannot let this team just hover around, come around. I mean, but what he did, I think it was like
6.
It was 6.
Yep.
6 threes back to back. Crazy. So
I mean, their time management was terrible. Like the Knicks just like for 2 minutes, they just fell apart. They became like a high school team. I don't know what the hell they were doing. And they lost composure. The coach had no more timeouts left. I mean, it was just a complete fiasco. And like you walk away with somebody, if this happened, that happened. And like the game was so winnable on so many different levels, and they blew it. But now it's kind of a payback because the 2 Boston games they really shouldn't have won. They came back from 20 points plus. Now they got a smack in the face. Like now it happened to you. How does it feel? Bounce back and play better.
But a ball that hit the rim, bounced 12 feet in the air, and came straight down through the hoop.
It was in the air for an hour.
What are the chances of that happening?
Ridiculous.
And I'm pretty sure if Clancy's out there, he'll say what I did, because I was like, I said it. I was like, oh my goodness, this dude is about to Reggie Miller us. It's said and done, man, dude. And then he went ahead and did this. Like, they're out for blood tonight, man. And then you have Reggie Miller.
That's the worst part.
Announcing as well. So it's just
the biggest kick in the nuts when you have actually talking about his team against the Knicks and everything else. I just, like you got to endure it. You have to listen to him. But I'm just like, please beat this team. Get on to the finals because they are the better team.
Yeah. Well, so let's get into it, right? So we come here, right? It's the off season. Voluntary OTAs are occurring. The schedule came out. We took last week off. We haven't talked about none of this at all, right? And I was like, oh, dude, Tyson's ready. He's going to be here. So I'm hyped. I'm excited, right? The chat is out here saying, Tyson. I don't
see that.
Right? Oh, that's the private one that just myself and Snowball say. Yeah.
I've been typing it all night long.
Yeah.
Listen, we should acknowledge some of the people who are in the chat tonight, actually. So, listen, we got Armand in the building. We got John B. We got Danger Zone. We got Afram. We got Chris B. Chris B, the legend.
Peg and Artie.
Peg and Artie are here, right? Everyone's in the house. We got a lot of people in the house. And more coming in as we speak. So like Johnny, like you were saying, OTA started. This whole rigmarole of what's going to happen to the Jets before, during, and after OTAs is all up in the air. If you listen to the, there you go, Tyson, right?
Look at his picture.
As
look at
advertised.
Armand's picture.
That's outstanding.
Oh my God, gotta love him. Tyson, a couple of things to start off with. Let's see. What should we start off with? Let's start off with Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, during a press conference, is it lip service? Are you buying what Garrett Wilson is selling? He said that he wants to be a Jet for life. We've heard this before. Mm-hmm. Thoughts? Does he really want to be a Jet for life?
Well, the first thing is I'm really impressed that Garrett Wilson is at every day of OTAs. He's been in there, like they said, he's there religiously, which is awesome because he could very easily hold out. Like, you know what? I'm not going to come in until you talk contract with me. So he's there day in and day out, which is good. Now, you love hearing him say he wants to be a Jet for life, but that's a really good negotiating ploy too. Put pressure on the team because Darren Muji said after the draft, we'll talk contracts. We'll figure it out maybe in June, something like that. All right. It's after the draft. He's up for a contract. He's arguably one of your best players on offense. We all know it. Without him, you have no wide receiver core. So smart to say it. I want to be a Jet for life. I want to be here. Hopefully it's true. He means it. I think having Justin Fields here helps him. He believes in his quarterback. He likes the quarterback. And it's a far cry from his days with Aaron Rodgers where you probably thought he wanted out of here. Probably tired of Aaron Rodgers, probably tired of all the drama, probably tired of losing all this other stuff. So I think it's a smart play by Garrett Wilson. I believe him. He's emerging as a team leader. He said a lot of really interesting things where it was about he's got to be a better blocker. He's holding himself more accountable now. Like, I got to be a better player so I can help my team win and get the snaps I want. So I thought his press conference was impressive, but show him the money. Like, that's where you're at right now. It's all fun and games down OTAs. Mandatory minicamp gets a little more interesting because then it's mandatory. You want to make a statement, you can make it then. Like, oh, I missed a day. Sorry. You can get fined. Like, training camp. Like, OTAs is kind of early. As you get closer to the season, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, if you follow the timeline of Garrett Wilson, like when he got drafted, right, the quarterbacks that he has dealt with throughout his career, and then his dream comes true, right? In walks, the man, the myth, the legend,
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. But Aaron Rodgers walks through the door, and could you imagine what Garrett Wilson was thinking when Aaron Rodgers walked through the door?
Yep.
I mean, if you were Garrett Wilson, what would you think? You'd think, I got this. My career is like about to take off, and then to fall into what happened, and just 4 plays in, and then Devontae Adams comes in, and all this, murderous situations that happened to this kid. Now he's got his old college quarterback back in the building. He said during the press conference, "I never thought that we would ever cross paths again."
Yep.
And now they're playing together. So he's playing all the chips correctly. He's doing everything that we've seen a big maturation process with Garrett Wilson. So,
but I think Aaron Glenn's kind of pushing that too, where it's like his no nonsense approach. Is like, listen, it's team first. Nobody's bigger than a team. If you think you are bigger than a team, you're not going to be here. I think he's kind of already proven that with some moves they've already made. But this team got the message early on. Like, listen, we're no nonsense now. We're a blue collar, hardworking team. Stay out of the media, play football, win games, and that's all we're focused on. And Garrett Wilson, the way he was talking, got the message pretty clearly. So he's not going to be a distraction, but at the same time, the Jets got to pay him. So
the culture is working.
So hopefully early on it is.
So Tyson, so let me ask you this then, right? So one of the narrative that's been coming into play a lot, right, is that we don't have veterans. We don't have veterans. We don't have veterans, right? And I've been one of the few that's been saying, well, why can't our young guys be those veterans, right? Why can't those guys step up and say, hey, I'm here. Like, I got to make everybody better. It's my fault at times when I'm doing stuff, which Garrett Wilson has said that multiple times, never throwing anybody under the bus where he could have, right? He could have been, dude, I'm playing with Tim Boyle. I'm playing with Zach Wilson. That's throwing everything to the dirt. People are calling me Gumby because the way I have to, switch my whole body around to catch these balls. So I ask you this. Can the young guys be those veteran presence that I believe we should? I think we already have it in the locker room. Your thoughts on that?
The Jets are banking on that. That's been their approach based on the offseason. They went young, man. There's only, 3 guys over 30 years old or 4, maybe it's 4. But they're counting on these guys like Breece Hall, Jermaine Johnson, Jamie and Sherwood, this whole young nucleus. You're now the leaders. Garrett Wilson said it himself. He's like, Aaron Smith's walking in. He's like, damn, I'm the old guy now. Like, these guys are young. Like, I'm the old guy. So it is a changing of the guard, which is probably a good thing because the Jets we have all this leadership in the locker room, and they played terribly the last 2 years, like dysfunctional teams. So the leadership wasn't as good as we thought it was. So now you try somewhere else. You replace Mosley, Sherwood. You're changing the guard here, which I like it. In terms of the wide receiver group, they brought in Josh Reynolds. They got Tyler Johnson. They have other guys there. I still wouldn't mind another veteran, established veteran. It's been there, done it in the NFL. That's, no disrespect to Josh Reynolds, but Amari Cooper, something like that, because he's just a guy that could teach even Garrett Wilson some things now. He's older, not as good, but still valuable like this, because you're one Garrett Wilson injury away from being in deep trouble. Amari Cooper could be a buffer. You know what I mean? So I don't mind that. But in terms of the veteran leadership, I think there's enough in-house. Furthermore, I think something has to come from the freaking coaching staff. Like, you can't always be like, oh, the players got to be leaders. No, your coaches should be leaders too. You get your team to act appropriately. Get them in the locker room. Get them in the film study. Get them on the field on time. Like, you can create your own culture with having your players doing it too. Like, it goes twofold. I think Salah was too soft, too 100%. Nice, too hands off, and the players didn't understand that. Like, if you guys all played sports, like, if you know your coach can let you get away with things, you're gonna get away with things. I can be late to practice. I can dog it on the sprints. I can do this. If you know you can do it, you're gonna do it eventually. This guy says we're not doing that anymore. That's gonna help. That's gonna help us big time with a young, impressionable team.
I was going to say, do you think that it's a psychological move by Aaron Glenn?
Yep.
By not having vets in the locker room, right? He is the elder statesman. He is the experienced one. He has all the say. He has the knowledge.
Yep.
And the players don't have that to rely on in the locker room. So now he becomes the voice of reason.
Yep, 100%. Right? And I don't mind that, dude. I generally don't mind it because last year it was Rodgers and Devontae Adams. How'd that work out for us? That's why they're both gone. This is a new voice for the team that this team needs. They had no guidance. They had no direction. They had no accountability. They don't know how to win. They don't. And you got to teach them, okay, listen, you're young and impressionable. I'm going to teach you the way to win with this organization. It's our way or the highway. Follow my lead. And his leaders in the locker room will follow his lead and teach the way he wants to be taught. And it's a new direction. No guarantee it's going to work, but I like it. It's different than we had.
I mean, a lot of the guys that they've brought in too are people that come from winning organizations as well from college. So I love it. I love the stuff that Garrett Wilson said. People I've kind of like killed him for, maybe him being too pissed off on the sideline and throwing a temper tantrum, right, quote unquote, and everything like that. But to me, I always looked at it as he wants to win. He's tired of losing. He's come here and he's lost every single year. That coming from Ohio, right, where look what they did over there and where he's at right now. So this transition is really nicely into, because you said his name, you said Cooper, right? And so I was going to ask you, one of the conversations that have been out there is the whole, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, right? Aguilar is still out there. Like, do you want these guys on there? Like, why do you want them, right? What, like, for me, I don't. Stick with what we got right now and everything and let them rock. Like, I really believe in Garrett Wilson. I'm one of the few that loved the Arian Smith pick and all that, but that's because I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan and I saw him play, right? He had crap quarterback play in Carson Beck and everything. Should be a lot better now coming over here. This dude could open it up. Lazard is question mark, right? But I mean, to me, with the free agents that are out there in the wide receiving core and stuff like that, I mean, would you not? I'd rather have this guy, and he took a pay cut. So I ask you this, Tyson, right? You heard the names that are out there. You saw the names that are out there for vets, wide receivers. Out of all of those, who would you want and why?
See, I wanted Tyler Boyd, so I wanted, but he signed right before the draft to the Titans. And that was one of my biggest concerns throughout this entire offseason was bringing a veteran guy, because a lot of them guys signed it cheap, $3 million, $4 million. Keeping Lazard at $2 million is okay, great. He's a blocker. He's established. He could probably get traded once Rodgers signs at Pittsburgh, which is probably next week. Lazard can go. But my concern is, while I respect what Garrett Wilson can do, we have no idea what Corley is. Gibson is what he is, a speed guy, got a lot to prove. Aaron Smith, rookie. Josh Reynolds, a guy. Like, there's just not enough. Like, I want more. Like, you want to put Justin Fields in a spot where he can drop back and he knows receivers can be where they're supposed to be and catch the football, which is important, So, I mean, Cooper's fine. Keenan Allen's fine. The only thing I think is it's twofold is the Jets will probably go to like OTAs and mandatory minicamp first to assess what they really have here. Let's see what's on our roster first. We inherited this team. We don't know what these guys are, especially Corley. No idea what he is. And then at that point, like, all right, let me see if we can get one of them. Second thing is, do they even want to come here? Or do they want to go to a more high-profile offense with a better quarterback? Like, if Cooper's smart, he should hold out until training camp. Wait till one of these top 10 teams gets an injury, goes there, and, he plays with a Super Bowl contending team and makes, gets decent money and can win. So the Jets may want these guys, but I'm not so sure they're going to want to come here. They may want a better option with a better offense.
Yeah, that was going to be my point. These guys they're old enough to want to play for teams that are in contention. So
bingo.
Yeah, the Jets may not be the landing spot that they want to go to,
Yep.
and that's fine. I think Corley changed his number to 6 because he has to remind himself how many points he has to score.
But we don't know what Corley is too, right? Like, I'm still high on Corley as well. Like, that's what I'm saying. Tanner, he needs to show us. Like, we have no idea what this offense can be. We don't know, right? We don't. Everybody's saying it's going to be run heavy, run heavy, run heavy, run heavy. we have no idea if that's going to be run heavy, because wasn't Olu and Membu's like their issue was the run blocking?
Yep.
They're great at pass blocking, but run blocking was an issue for them. Is it because of, I don't know, man. So like I'm going into this season with a giant unknown, and I like it because we don't know. Last year, the year before that, we had the legend that was supposed to come in here and give us average play as a quarterback, that he wasn't going to mess us up. It didn't work. It didn't happen for us, but I don't think a lot of the wide receiving players that we had here were utilized the correct way. Nope. Right. I mean, the coaching staff, all of them are gone, which is good.
Yep.
How many times did we go ahead and just start screaming like, I'm not a coach, and I'm telling you, like, dude, they're about to, like, what are you doing? They're stacking up the box. Like, why? Yep. Why throw a fade to Devontae Adams and all that when you got freaking Brees in the flat wide open that could run it? So I don't know, man.
But the thing is, like, to your point, though, is the way the Jets are set up now, they're putting a lot of pressure on this coaching staff to be very good. A lot of young players that are trying to find their way. That's great. As long as you scheme them up, you'll be fine. Take advantage of mismatches maybe with Mason Taylor, Brees Hall in the backfield. A lot of things you can do, but it's going to be interesting, man. Like, there's a lot of unknowns. We don't know the head coach. We don't know the coordinator. We don't know the quarterback. So, it's you're kind of going blind faith that they haven't a clue what they're doing. They act like they do, but they got to show it to us.
Tyson, the way the team is structured right now with the people that we have on the team, do you believe that we are going to be a run-heavy team, or is there a chance that we do, evenly balance out the offense?
I think they're going to play some nasty smash-mouth physical football, dude. I think that's Aaron Glenn's approach is run the ball, use Justin Fields' athletic ability, play action pass, and then you can open it up to Taylor and then, Garrett and things like that. But I think they're going to play, I'm not going to say conservative. They'll take their shots downfield, but I think they're going to try to be just the more just beat you up kind of team until they can open up their offense. Like the first, say, 6 to 8 weeks of the season, you play that way until everybody knows what the hell's going on. Now we can open up a little more, and we can open a little more. Like, let it progress a little bit. I highly doubt they're coming out firing week 1. You know what I mean?
So it's wide receiver 2 by committee?
Unfortunately, it looks like that.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So let's say game 1, Pittsburgh, and he comes back.
Good.
To MetLife. Are you one of these guys that are like, oh no, he's back and he's gonna destroy us? Or are you like, he's the op now, he's the enemy, let's beat the living bricks off of this dude?
Yeah, like that's exactly what. Let him come back. He's gonna sign. Is this all a game? He'll be signed by minicamp for the Steelers. 100% gonna do it. And let him come back. And like the weird thing is, a portion of his fan base wants him to win that game. Like, I told you so. We shouldn't have let him leave. No, bring him back and beat his ass. Smack him around, sack him 6 times, and get a big-time win at home to show everybody, listen, we're not going to get pushed around anymore. We're not going to be soft. We're going to be disciplined. We're going to play smart football. I'm not scared of Aaron Rodgers, nor the Steelers. Like, we got to stop that mindset. Like, go for it. Bring him in. Like, I'm fine with it. I don't care.
Tyson, you're getting me amped up for this.
Right? Like, why have that mindset, though? Like, why? Oh, my God, we're playing against Aaron Rodgers. He's not Mahomes. He's not Josh Allen. Who cares? Beat him up.
Exactly. He was the Hall of Fame quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He's not that anymore.
We know he's limited in mobility, so just cover your receivers and take care of them.
Just hit him.
Yeah, that's all. All right, so Garrett Wilson, Jet for life. That kind of went all over the place.
Yeah.
Quinton Williams says that he is. Oh, hold on a second. I'm practicing my stuff. I don't do this very often, but let's do this here. Old man, trying to do things. There we go. Let's do this. All right. So Quinton Williams says that he's a big man. Says that he is sorry for his comments about what happened after, basically the Super Bowl. Yep. Thoughts on that? Are we seeing a new Quinton Williams this year?
I mean, I love what Quinton Williams said because, like Garrett Wilson, he took accountability. He's like, I got to be a better player. I got to break blocks better. I got to be faster. Like he said, I didn't play good enough last year, but he identified every point that he wants to work on. That's Aaron Glenn's message. Like, listen, if you want to play, you've got to play better. He talked about team, talking about we're all in this together, trying to find finding solutions instead of excuses. Like, I was really impressed by Quinton. It showed maturity. They're also telling him, listen, you're the leader now. Like you're that, big time player, the big, all pro guy, highly paid player. You've got to be a leader in the locker room, and they're going to follow your lead. These young players look up to you. Will McDonald's and Jermaine Johnson, they look up to you. Now set the tone, set the message, and hold everybody accountable. So I thought his message, him and Garrett both really, really impressed me, man.
Yeah, he said that it was another rebuild.
Yep, it's true.
And he said that he was sorry about that. He gave the thumbs down. Now he's like, I guess they're all seeing the light of.
Well, it's easy to when it first happens, everybody's like, oh, here we go again. They didn't even talk to friggin' Aaron Glenn yet. And then you talk to him and you listen to his message, you listen to his word, and he's listen, it is a rebuild in some aspects. You have a new staff, new quarterback, but they're showing you they want to win this year. They're not writing the season off like Saleh did. Saleh literally took their first 2 years like, oh, bad roster. They made excuses. They justified losing for 2 years, and we accepted it. We did. And the players noticed it. The players know when you're selling them nonsense or nobody cares. Aaron Glenn said, listen, we're not taking any plays off here. We're not taking games off. We want to win every practice. We want to win every day, and we want to win every game. And we're going to try to do that. That's the way we roll. And the players are like, all right, you know what? This guy's a former player. Even Garrett Wilson said that. Like, listen, he played the game. He knows what he's talking about because he's been through it himself. Mm-hmm. So now the players are starting to buy in. Like, all right, this is a whole new regime, but they want to be coached hard. They want to be coached right. They want to be pushed. You get pushed, you play better, you make more money. That's how it works. So you can see them like, all right, we got to give this guy a chance here because he's making some sense as opposed to the last couple of years.
And he did it. He did it with the Lions.
100%.
Right. They were, basically our mirror image. And he saw the progression. He saw the rise to greatness. So, he has a proven track record.
Well, not even that. It's just like I'm a huge Aaron Glenn fan. Like he was one of the first jerseys I ever had. My first jersey was a white 31 that I got at Cosby's at Madison Square Garden. And he went through it himself. He was on lousy Jet teams until Parcells came and he saw the turnaround. He watched the Lions turn around. Like he's seen it firsthand as a player and coach how teams can turn things around. So it's not like he's guessing. He's witnessed it. He's been a part of it. Mm-hmm. So he has to have some kind of, you get some leverage because of that.
He's got clout.
100%. And Tyson, I'm glad you stated about him saying that we're going to win now.
Yep.
Because, again, we all played, right? You want to hear that from your coach. Mm-hmm. You don't want to just hear your coach, we're just rebuilding. And whatever happens, it happens.
Yep.
You don't want to hear that because you're giving up already. This guy is saying, no, we're going to win and we're going to sustain winning. I know what it is to win like that. I've been on multiple teams and have continued to win. I've seen losing teams flip it around and then be able to go ahead and succeed in this, right? One of my favorite quotes that he stated was that first press conference when he went ahead and look, I hate the Broncos and I hate the Broncos because of 98.
Oh, me
and
too.
When he said that to me, I felt like he was talking to me, right? Yep. And I was like, he gets it.
100%.
He has not forgotten that, how much pain that brought to all the Jets guys. Because I remember I was with my pops. I became a Jet fan because of my father. I was watching it right there, and I remember my dad pissed off, cursing, saying every single thing. I'm young, right? So I'm just like, darnish and darn it, and so I don't get popped or whatever. Yeah. But you're right. Like, and you can't help but to believe in what this guy is talking about. And the guys are buying in.
Well, I mean, they haven't made the playoffs for 14 years, but the problem starts at the top. Woody Johnson himself never sends the proper message. Well, it's like, playoffs aren't a mandate. We just want to play better next week. This and that. Like that mindset is why they are where they are right now, because there's just no accountability. Just like, well, we're happy to show up and just see what the best we can get. No, make winning mandatory. We are here to win. If we don't, people aren't going to be here anymore, meaning players. And that's the message. That's how you change things, man. And the other thing is, too, is he's speaking to the part of the fan base that says, you know what? This is a tank season. The Jets don't want to win. And that's the impression of some people. They're going about it a different way, a way we haven't seen before. We chased all the big names. It didn't work. We chased all the big contracts. That didn't work. Now you're going to go with the youth movement where it's going to be a hard-nosed team, blue-collar team, and see if that works. With a quarterback that has untapped potential that maybe you get something with. So I think it's just this team doesn't know what they're doing. And he's saying, listen, man, we're competing every day. Things are changing now. Under Saleh, it was a country club. Didn't work. No longer. And if you don't get results, you're not going to play or you're not going to be here. And that's how you literally change your culture.
with Justin Fields, right? Do you think that him coming into this season as a New York Jet, he's coming into maybe the best offensive line he's ever had in his NFL career? Like,
Yep.
I don't know if you saw it in OTAs, but they were showing videos of the offensive line, and they're huge, man. Why not let these young guys be together for the rest of their career? And we have that top offensive line for years and years to come. It worked before for us.
Yep.
Right. So, man, you got me hyped up again, man.
But that's the whole thing, though. It's like the Jets are smart. Build the offensive line, make it your anchor. That gives Justin Fields two things: time to throw or time to run. Either way, he's going to get comfortable. And the thing is, last year, it's like we don't know the true potential of this offensive line. The coaching was so friggin' bad. Like they were so poorly coached. Like Tippmann, we don't know what he is right now. We think he's getting better, but now if you have a whole different group here that can actually coach them up, better technique, better schemes, better adjustments, right? Like that's it. You do that, your line plays better, and Justin Fields can do all kinds of things. Plus, you have an innovative offensive scheme where it's not drop back once, one guy's not open, and you panic. Like, there's a lot of ways you can help him and take advantage of his skill sets.
So, what are your expectations for Justin Fields?
I'm excited, man. I am. It's like of all the options available, he's my favorite one because he's young. He has all kinds of ability, and he's got a chip on his shoulder. And believe it or not, he's gotten better every year in the NFL. You saw better things at Pittsburgh. So it's like you gotta be patient with him. He's not gonna be perfect. He's not friggin' Mahomes, but he's got a chance. That's all you want. And he can run. He's a great athlete. So maybe you got something with him. If you don't, okay, you got Tyrod there, and you try next year. It's a great quarterback class next year. It's not the end of the world. If he doesn't work out, it's not like, oh, same old Jets. We tried. It's a legitimate try to find the young guy and win at the same time and compete. They got that. So I'm excited, man. I'm rooting for him. He's like humble. He's quiet. He's like, it's the complete opposite of what we had here. So I think it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, and the week one matchup with him against his former team.
Love it.
I mean, that's exciting, man. That
100%.
really gets me going because he wants to show them that they made a big mistake. I mean, 4-2 and they bench him.
Yep.
What the hell was
better,
that,
man? He's getting better. He's got a lot of talent, man.
Right? Have you seen the GoPros on the so what's that all about? The GoPro on the helmet, right? What do you think?
What they're seeing?
I think it's they were talking about it, right? Because I think the Bengals were one of the first ones that really kind of
Dolphins do it too.
Started with this to see his progression. The issue supposedly with Justin Fields is he doesn't see the progressions, right?
Yep.
He's a one guy and that's it, and he'll try to take off. My comeback to that was always he had a crap line. If that first read was not open, the line was breaking apart and he was going to get killed. So I love seeing this stuff. I love seeing the new innovation of technology being put into this so we could see what's going on. So they could go into the film room. To me, this is like they're going to go in the film room. They're going to sit down with him and said, all right, I'm going to play this play for you right now. What did you do wrong?
Yep.
And just be like that. And he's a guy that's not going to get pissed off and be like, what do you mean what I did wrong? Like, what are you talking about? No, he's going to say, I should have probably done this, or that, right? Or change the whatever defense they were putting on me. I should have audibled out to this to be able to go ahead and have a better play in place for that. So I love it. We haven't seen something like this. I don't know if ever, right? Because who's the real last good coach that you could say that we really truly had that want the offense to do this?
Well, the video won't lie, right? It's right in front of his face.
Yep.
He can't talk his way out of whatever he's done in practice. It's there. He has to this is the thing that Saleh was talking about that he never did, and it's accountability. Yep. And every player is now being held accountable, and now not only accountable, but video evidence of what they are doing. So yeah, I appreciate this. Right? Appreciate this a lot. That's good stuff.
Okay, so what's your thoughts on that, right? I mean, you see that, and what's your first thoughts in regards to that?
Well, technology is your friend. Use every measure possible to improve. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to help your quarterback as much as possible. Okay, we watch your progressions. That's not right. Why don't you do this? It's all learning opportunities, teaching opportunities. So I'm great, dude. The more the merrier. Figure it out. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, something that we're really not used to as Jet fans.
Coaching.
Coaching.
What's that?
And active coaching, which is actually, a foreign idea.
And not only the head coach too, like the defensive coordinator we have, right? The Tanner, the offensive coordinator, everybody's saying that he was the mastermind supposedly behind Ben Johnson. Those innovating plays that he was putting out there was supposedly him.
That's what they're saying.
So that's so that right there. When I hear now, it's coming out of New York Jet outlets, right? So I'm like, is it, just to get us all hyped up? But I'm excited for Justin Fields. Look, I originally wanted Justin Fields when he was coming out. Mm-hmm. I thought he was going to be the better quarterback over Trevor Lawrence. People were killing me for that. And I was like, I think this guy, he has it. Because when he was a Buckeye, he didn't run like that. Mm-mm. He was always in the pocket. Yeah. That was like his last thing to do because he could stretch the play out and everything. I remember the bombs that he would throw to Garrett Wilson, to Chris. So anyways, but seeing that, and I'm like, damn, man, this is different. Like, and this is only voluntary OTAs. Yep. Everybody showed up. Can you imagine if we didn't know what we had with Aaron, because Aaron is still talking about, do I want to play right now or do I not want to play? Do I want to retire? Because right now my main priority is A, B, C, D, which nothing wrong with that, right? If that's what's going on, there's something really bad going on. Hey, take care of what you got to take care of as well. But I don't think that we have the time, the space, the energy to be put in that little bubble all over again and have to deal with the circus that came along with that. Yeah, we did everything that we could for that dude.
Yep. That's the difference between having a quarterback who feels as though he has nothing to prove and a quarterback who says he has everything to prove.
Bingo.
Well said. So yeah, it's the truth, man. It really is the truth. Garrett, Quinnen, Aaron Glenn. Should we talk about Aaron Glenn a little bit?
Let's do it.
Let's talk about Aaron Glenn. Actually, I want to talk about Aaron Glenn and actually the team as a whole with relation to the New York media. Seems as though we are earning respect from the New York media. Doesn't seem as though they're trying to tear people apart anymore. It's more of a respect thing now. And what do you attribute that to?
It's only OTAs.
Yeah,
they haven't started losing yet. But I mean, right now it's like a honeymoon period. Everybody's giving this coaching staff the benefit of the doubt because we don't know any better. They haven't lost any games yet. They haven't come off incompetent yet. So it's like, all right, he's a former player, excellent resume. He's feisty with the media. He's not going to take any nonsense from anybody. He pushes back when he has to. I think there's just everybody's going through the motions now. But I like that Glenn has strong command of the media and what he's going to tolerate and not tolerate instead of getting pushed around like Saleh was. Saleh was an absolute punching bag and talked himself in circles where he lost probably respect to have the locker room every day he talked. You know what I mean? So it's a different regime. So we'll see how it goes. I like the way he handles it though.
No catchphrases.
No catchphrases. Yep.
No
t-shirts.
No t-shirts. No comparisons to birds.
It's early though.
Yeah, true. But I don't see Aaron Glenn as that type of a coach who would actually, bring out like the mantras and the this and the that. He's a pretty straightforward guy. So he's really not giving the media all that much to play with.
Yeah, when he gave a quote, it was a Parcells quote. I'm like, okay, I could deal with that because that's his mentor. So that was fine with me.
And nobody's effing with Parcells. So
nope, absolutely not.
So we're good that way. We've talked about it. The culture is being set with the players, the mindset, the way that they are answering questions from the media, the way that they are approaching the day in and day outs of OTAs, practice, on the field, off the field, everything that's happening with them. To me, Aaron Glenn, I was very pessimistic in the beginning. Mm-hmm. I really wasn't a big fan. I was a Brian Flores guy. I really wanted Flores to come in. Yeah. So, seeing Aaron Glenn come in, he has earned, for now, he's earned my respect.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I wanted, you wanted Vrabel, you wanted Flores. I wanted like a more established head coach that had experience over the first time guy. But what Glenn's doing is he could talk his way through everything. Like, I made this decision because of this, and it's not fluff. It's like substance. When he talked about like Aaron Smith, he went into detail about dealing with Jameson Williams and his drops and how they handled it. Like, his fingerprints are all over this roster. But he also talked about he's been wanting this job for years. He's been preparing for years. And you look at his background, like, if it's not going to be an experienced head coach, look at his resume. He started as a former player to a scout. He went from scout and he literally climbed the ladder all the way up to coordinator and learned all the way from the best coaches in the history of the game. Parcells, Belichick, Pete Carroll, Sean Payton. Like, what else can you, if there's anything to do, he's done it all, right? So it's, I don't know, man. Like, he's going about business the right way. No nonsense, what you need. And now he's got to hope that he took some chances with the coaching staff, like offensive line coach Steve Hyden. All right, not really the tight end coach. Tanner Engstrand, not proven. He took some chances, but he seems like he's very actively involved. Like, he's not going to be like, here's your offense. And he's going to be involved in the offense too. He's going to be involved in special teams too. So early on, I think it's interesting. I really genuinely hope it works out for him, man, because he wants this badly. He's a former player. And as fans, we deserve to have that. What a great story that would be, right? A former Jet comes back and saves the Jets and brings it back to relevance.
He's one of us, right? He's one of us, like, and that's what it is. And just him, I remember when I saw that podcast with it was him, Ryan Clark, and they were talking about him wanting to become a head coach. He was talking about, I did A, B, C, D, E. I didn't just want to be known as a defensive coach. Like, I want to know about the offense. I want to know about special teams. He continues to this day, talks about how special teams is a huge part of the actual game that is not talked about, that could really change things around, and going back to what you were saying about the no nonsense aspect of it too, him and Muji, right? When they're up there, they mean business. And we haven't seen that in a while, right? Like, you had Salah in a freaking high school shirt. Nothing wrong with that, right? But after a loss, or we lost the week before, and he has that on, and you're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, tell us what's going on. Why are we losing? Why do you not seem like you're prepared every single game? Like, and then him and you got Muji. Muji's like, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about this, and this is how we're gonna go ahead and do it. Right? Like, them dudes, when they were during the draft, in the suits that they were wearing and everything, like, I was like, damn, like, look at our team, man. And you said it starts from the top, right? Woody Johnson came out and was like, I'm gonna let these guys do what they're supposed to do, and I'm gonna pretty much like metal out, because he was. I don't know. Was he? We don't know. But for him to come out and say that, I'm like, okay, man, this guy is starting to get it. He's understanding it. Then you got Muji. Then you got Glenn. I mean, look how intense it is. Maybe it's just, again, the New York Jets hyping us up, and it's only, like you said it, OTAs, voluntary OTAs at that. But this dude looks hungry, right? And he wants to win.
And Tyson, you mentioned it before, taking risks with some of the coaches that he's brought in. If you listen to the players during their press conferences, like especially Garrett Wilson, I was listening to him, and he was actually talking about the coaches that Glenn has brought in, and he's saying that everyone is on the same page, and everyone is working in accord, and everyone is moving in the same direction at the same pace. And you think back to when, like, Glenn was a player, right? And he talked about how he had such a strong bond with his teammates. And you see that transpiring into how he's picking the people that he's working with. It seems very intentional. Everything that he's doing is extremely intentional with the pieces that he's putting together, everyone has a certain role, right? It's not just like you have to have the same mindset as me and the same, direction I have. It's, do you have the tools that I need for you to mold the group of men that you're going to coach in order to achieve my goal, right? It's not just like you have to think like me. It's like, can you do what I need you to do? And
he said that, didn't he? He said, he's like, you don't have to be the best coach. You'd be the best coach for our team. Right. You got to fit in for what our culture is and what we need you to do. You got to be the best fit there. And that's when he talks about it in detail. You walk away impressed, like, all right, like I can buy that story. Like there's like a rhyme or reason to what they're doing. Not like, oh, let's take like 13 coaches, throw them against the wall, pick out the best 5, and we move on. Right? Yeah. Like he's very, very calculated, which you respect.
Mm-hmm. And it's not fake.
No, it's genuine.
Which is the other thing. Like Salah was fake.
No,
right? You could stiff him out like in 2 seconds, but Glenn seems legitimate. Like he's got a plan. He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Right. What else are we gonna do?
Let's talk about the you said it a little bit earlier, Snowball, right? And we wanted to ask Tyson. Mason Taylor, he has not signed yet. What is going on with that? What do you think is the reasoning behind that, Tyson? Like, do you think the fact that he has a father that's played at such a high level in the NFL, being an All-Pro? I hated the dude when he was a Dolphin. It was very tough for me when he became a Jet.
Yeah, me too.
Right. So when we got his son, I still was thinking about his dad. Right. What's going on? Like, what's the reasoning that he's holding off of it? Is it because of his father? And he's like, no, he needs this, some guarantee stuff. But what's your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's got to be some kind of contractual language they're probably going over. Like, I think now it's like OTAs. If he starts missing like mandatory minicamp, then you start worrying about it. But I think Jason Taylor knows the game inside out and backwards, and all these contractual, all these contract games. It's got to be some kind of wording or something in the contract. It can't be nothing crazy. Like, I'm not worried about it at all.
I wanted to ask the chat before the show. Johnny, Tyson, and I were all talking about there's a specific term that's used, something language, right, that holds contracts up.
Sign language.
We have, maybe it's sign language. No, it's something specific language. And there are people in the chat who might be able to answer this. Like Dane is a wordsmith. Afra might know.
And look at Afra with the wise words right here.
Right.
Brian Cox was a Dolphin. We love
Boomtown.
Offset language? That's not it.
Oh, maybe.
I think maybe offset language.
You're right. I think that is the term that we were looking for. Look at that, Tyson. You came up with it.
I've been thinking about it since we started the show. I'm like, what the hell's
right? It's been swirling around the back of my head the whole show. And I'm like, what is that called? But you're right. It's offset language. Very true. Very true. Well, I think I've hit on some of the topics that I think we were going to talk about. I'm going to take the link. I'm going to post it in the chat, and give people the opportunity to call in if they like.
Yep.
While I do that.
And Tyson, I'm not gonna front, man. Like you got me hyped up. I'm kind of amped up right now, right? Like I'm ready to run through a wall. Okay. With the players that we have right now, who is a player that you believe is kind of flying under the radar? It's not being talked about too much.
That's a good question, man. On offense, defense, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Man, I'm hoping it's a guy like Leonard Taylor, because you figure the defensive line would be some opportunities for. You hope a guy like that could be Gibson, because Gibson's a guy with a ton of speed that's kind of underutilized. And then you got to look at some of these guys in the secondary, even AZ Thomas, the rookie, Malachi Moore. These guys are, they can compete for starting reps too. Let's see who else. There's a couple of them, man. Like we don't know, because there's just so much potential here, because I think they were so poorly coached last. Like even Corley. We have no idea what Corley is because he didn't play last year. Put the ball in his hand, see what he can do. So there's a lot of interesting guys here.
Have you seen Corley as of late? He looks jacked, man. And then talking about jacked, how about
say his name?
Seeing Will McDonald gaining 15 pounds and still has that speed burst that he was talking about. Now, again,
that remains to be seen.
Exactly, right? But
we've heard that a lot in the past, man. We're like, oh, he's bulked up, and then like Michael Clemens, he lost all his speed. Like the goal of Will McDonald is to be a 3-down player. That he can stop the run and play all 3 downs, and you want to give him to that size. But his burst was so good and so explosive. You don't want to lose that, man. You take away that from him, he could just be just a guy then. Still a great athlete, but that's remains to be seen how that translates once the pads are on.
Well, Sauce too. Sauce put weight on also.
Yep.
Can see, like, if you look at not that I'm like looking at his pictures or anything, but I was looking at his pictures. His legs look like tree trunks now. Like good. he's gotten a lot more power in his legs now.
Is that from Ice Spice?
Probably.
Could be too. But right? Also, you got to keep in mind though, the Jets overhauled their entire training staff. Sports science team is gone, nutrition team. They've overhauled everything, and they have a new plan for the players, saying, "Hey, you know what? Do this now, do that now, bulk up, lose weight." So these guys are all buying in.
It's just, like you said before. We've heard that before.
Yep.
Right. Like, how many times have we gone through like strength and conditioning coaches and meal prep and the diet nutrition people? It's like it happened. We've turned it over. And we've gotten same results.
But this is truly the first time they've overhauled the entire organization. I mean, they wiped out the entire front office. They're getting rid of scouts. They're getting rid of everybody. There's a lot of people that have been here way too long, man, that are too comfortable, that are all gone now.
I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to put this hand, put them together and pray you're right.
Well, wasn't there a stat that was out there that we had, I think, like 2 lead scouts or something to that sense, but we had like 100 plus in the season people that were called to go ahead and get us on there, where it should have been on the team, right? Like, we're diehards, man. This fan base is loyal to like T. Jake said it multiple times. At times, man, this organization doesn't deserve the type of fans that are here because of what. I mean, we go. I live in Virginia Beach, and I watch them every single Sunday, right? To the point that my wife knows if they lose, my day shot. Like I'm like,
listen, it's a two-way street. They don't deserve us fans, and us fans don't deserve this team. So
it's true,
right? You want to wreck the neighborhood?
Yes. So,
all right,
Tyson. I always say this when this guy calls in, right? I honestly, truly believe that the only person that can fix the New York Jets organization that we love so much is this guy. You might know him. Afram is in the building.
Nice to meet you, Tyson. First time.
Well, it's interesting. You got like a popular celebrity on like Afram. Like, this is really like, I'm honored to speak to him. Like, this is a really important Friday night,
guys.
And
look at his shirt.
There you go.
Let's
go,
go,
baby.
Go. Woo! Look at that, man. You look like you're 25 again.
Yeah, right.
That's impressive.
Look at him, clean Afram.
Thank you so much for that. So, Afram, you heard everything that we got going on right now.
Yes.
Right. So, one of our guys just put a good question that I was going to bring, so I saved it for the panel. I'm gonna start it off first with Tyson, work around to Afram, Snowball, and then I'll end it. This has been going around right now, right? Rosenblatt's comments on his podcast talking about the whole Tippmann and Myers. They're competing for the starting job at center. Is this true?
Yep.
Do you think that this is what's really going on? Is there a possibility that he could potentially beat him? And if so, what do we do with Tippmann in that case?
Well, I mean, first of all, this came from John Simpson, who said it. John Simpson in his press conference actually talked about it, said Tippmann and Myers are competing their asses off. So that's where it came from, not really Zach Rosenblatt. Simpson let it out, let the cat out of the bag. Secondly, why not? Myers has played with Justin Fields. Like, Tippmann's not some all-pro center. Like, oh my God, this guy's the best guy we have. Bring him in and compete. Let the best man win. If you can't handle competition, you shouldn't be here anyway. If you get beat out, beat a guard. Like, so what? Be a swing guy. Like, I don't give a rat's ass. Like, I have no loyalty. It's about being the best player on the field.
Exactly.
Bring in competition, beat him out and play. It brings up the best in Tippmann, even better. Like, why not? Like, who cares? Like, it's not a country club anymore here. I respect it.
It doesn't matter where you got drafted. Nope. It's how you perform on the field.
That's it.
There's no guarantee because you got picked first that you're going to play. You know,
It
there's
should bring
guys
out,
there
it should
more
bring out
hungry
the,
than you.
it should bring out the best of him, right? After like if you're a true competitor and love the game of football, and there's a guy trying to take your job, you're gonna lift more weights, study harder, be the best version you could be, so you don't lose your job. Bring it out of him. Who cares?
Exactly. If you
Snowball?
want it that bad, nothing's guaranteed. You shouldn't go into the camp thinking it's your job and you're not going to lose it.
This is what I appreciate.
And Aaron Rodgers, I'm not Aaron Glenn preached that.
Yeah.
This man plays.
I appreciate why we brought these two guys on, Johnny, because Tyson, as soon as you like give him the question, he's like, he like attacks it right away. He's like, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think right now, right? Like, and he rushes through and he gives you all 10 points. Afram, solid, nice answers.
He's smooth and calculated. He's more even keeled and calculated.
I agree with both of you, and the fact that you bring in these, the fact that you bring these guys in and have a competition between them only gives you more versatility later on down the road. Because if one guy's not going to play center, you swing him out and you make him play guard. We've seen the bigger guards have more success on other teams, aka I don't want to mention his name, but there's some guy on the Eagles who is, said that he was an end and now he's a guard and whatever.
The Charger now, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So he got his ring.
Are you talking about championship, Super Bowl winning Mekhi Becton?
I'm not mentioning.
I'm not naming.
I'm not naming names. But did that guy step in doo-doo? Anyway, yes, more versatility down the road. So I am all in favor of competition.
So this kind of goes right back to what Tyson said in the beginning of the show itself. He is speaking truth. Glenn said this to us from the very beginning. People, it's going to be a competition. And if you cannot beat that guy, then that's on you. 100%. Like, what are you doing? So I'm loving that. I'm loving that he's bringing that in there. But then you got this, right? So Micro Fox asked this. I love Mangold. But what if Mangold on his third year, would you let Meyer compete with him?
I mean, this is a different story. But, I mean, the thing is this. What Aaron Glenn said on day one is, I don't care what you did last year. I inherited a new team. You're going to show me who you are this year in my system with my coaching staff. If you rise to the top, you play. If you sink to the bottom, you don't. So this is your audition. Like, Tippmann has not done enough in the NFL to say, you know what, you're our guy. That's it. We're all going to walk away. And you also give us like clean slate like Corley. Corley's like, this coaching staff, this team hates me, right? No, they don't hate me. Clean slate. Bring your best version of yourself to practice. You'll get chances to play. Like, I don't have any problem with this at all, man. Like, it's one thing if you're talking about, like, say, John Simpson, like, he's competing for a job, but this is Tippmann, dude. He struggled a bit last year, too. So I'm cool with it, man.
If Parcells can get rid of you, Douglas,
that
because he didn't fit in his scheme, Tippmann has no stance in right this. He either back up, play harder, or come in when someone gets injured. Learn how to play guard, learn play offensive tackle, learn as many positions you can on that line. Because if you got a guy who's coming in, who's played for about 8 years as a starting center for Green Bay, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
About 8 years, I think it was 7 or 8 years. He's a proven veteran. So you should have known that coming in, that this guy has experience and you could lose your job to him. Wasn't they coming in as a backup either?
Yep.
If everyone had a chance to compete, if you're losing to him, that's on you. It's the bottom line.
I mean, he's said it. Everybody has a price. Yeah. He's been saying it for the longest time, and he's sticking to his words. And again, as a player, if you're hearing that and he's preaching and he's doing what he's preaching, you're gonna be behind this guy. Like, this dude means business. He is not lying to us, So, Snowball,
he's a man of his word.
I see we have another person in the back.
Before we bring in the person in the back, I just want to remind people in the chat, if you have not liked this video, please like it. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to the channel as well. And an update on the Knicks-Pacers game. I have 21-22 Pacers leading. Just to let you know.
Well, I have no idea who this guy is. He has a Patriots.
Oh boy.
Thing. Do you know who this guy is? I have no idea who.
I don't know who this guy is. Let's see. Let's see. Let's bring him in. 6-time champs.
Hi guys.
Oh,
I'm a Patriots fan.
welcome.
Welcome,
Yeah, I'm new
6-time
here.
champs.
Just got off work, and our division rivals. Oh man,
Welcome
I
in.
think last year was your year. I think this year you guys are gonna go for the first overall draft pick. Like I think so. You need a quarterback. No,
We have a quarterback.
We have 2 of them.
no, but I think the number 1 overall pick would help you guys.
As
That
with
means-
most teams.
That would mean that we had a bad year. I don't think that's gonna happen, man. So,
No, you don't. Because last year you guys weren't good, right?
well, haven't been
No.
good for a while.
We haven't been good for a long time.
That's
So-
what I mean. This quarterback helps you, because I don't know if Fields is really the guy to. I just don't think he's going to help you guys a lot.
Trevor Lawrence was the number 1 overall.
I know, and he was generational. He was supposed to be.
Well, I don't know what
he was
generation.
supposed to be the next big thing. He was,
Yeah, exactly. You just don't know.
but he was really hyped up. Trevor
Yeah.
Lawrence, like
Well-
every scout, him and Luck. He was him and Luck. Both of them, never really.
I mean, Luck was awesome. He's got beat
Luck
up.
was very good. He just quit. He just retired because he knew with that offensive line, he was just going to have brain damage. for the
Yeah,
rest of
Trevor
his life.
Lawrence. Why? What do you think happened? He won in college and everything.
Terrible.
College and NFL, 2 different things.
Yeah, he went to the Jaguars.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
Urban Meyer.
yeah.
That's true.
Comes
The
down to coaching.
Jaguars, they moved up in the draft. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you've let us know what you think about the Jets, but give us your opinion on the Patriots. Where
You
are they
know
headed
what?
this season?
Now it comes down to the quarterback again. Like he's getting a lot of hype now. I don't know the Pro Bowl now and everything. People, I don't know.
You're not sold on Drake
I
May?
like Milton Williams, on the defensive end. Like I really like him. I think he's going to be our best defender.
Fair. I mean,
Okay,
they put a lot of talent around Drake May, man. And with Vrabel, he's got to step
Yeah.
up big time this year. Or you guys have questions about him too.
Yeah, he spent a lot of money.
Sure did.
Also on free
He spent
agency,
a lot
too.
of money, and I hope not to go 5 wins. 6 wins.
So do you believe in Drake May or no?
I'm on the fence, to be honest, because Mac Jones, too, he was all pro team and everything, and made it to the playoffs. Drake's stats, they weren't as good as Mac Jones.
Also had a terrible coaching staff and not a lot around them.
Yeah.
And that it comes
I
down
don't know, I'm
every.
excited. I like football.
Yeah, it always comes down to the coaching. Always comes down to the
You
coaching.
never know.
You know,
Well,
And my buddy's an Eagles fan.
he's got a lot to.
Wish I was.
He's got a lot to chirp about.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, your quarterback, he sold out. Like the story? Apparently he sold out for the Super Bowl.
Who?
Justin Fields?
No. Who was your quarterback? He's on the tip of my tongue. When you won the Super Bowl.
Joe Namath?
Namath?
Oh,
Joe
he sold it.
Namath. Yeah,
He
there's
sold
a
his
whole-
soul. He sold his soul for the Super Bowl. Is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's how the story goes. And he actually, and
It's
he
an old
sold
story.
the Jets off or something. It's a whole article.
Mm.
You guys should know about it, Jets fans.
We know about it.
Oh no, we've sacrificed Joe Namath.
Yeah,
On
we
the
did.
show.
On this show, we did. So
So listen, 6-time champs. Before we let you go, give us your prediction. AFC East. Go 1 through 4. Who's 1, 2, 3, and 4? Let us know.
Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets.
All right. Well,
It's going to help you guys when you get
Okay.
the first overall pick, second overall pick.
hey, 6-time champ. I'll tell you this much. I hope your Patriots don't win any games this year, and I hope it's you guys.
Hey,
getting the
man,
number
we
one.
need another pick. I think that would be good. To get a top 3 pick, then we're going to be set.
Yeah,
Well,
we got
from
Stephen Diggs.
From your lips to God's ears, we hope that all comes true for you. We're trying to win now.
Yep.
I don't know, man. That's a risk. Then
Well,
you guys should have just brought Aaron Rodgers back.
We're trying to win, though.
We don't mention his name. We don't mention his name anymore. 6-time champs.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you for calling in, man. We appreciate you.
Okay.
And make sure you hit the like and hit the sub, buddy.
Okay, I will. Yeah, it's fun. It was
Thanks,
a good
man.
chat.
We appreciate it.
Hey, can you give us a JETS chant?
Sorry?
Can you give us a JETS chant?
I don't support those teams. Jets, Dolphins, Bills. I like you guys more than the Bills. It really makes me feel better. The Bills, they're just going to lose again to Mahomes. And then they're done, and the Patriots were on top of the division in 2 years.
It's yet to
Time
be
will
seen.
tell. Like
Time will
anything
tell.
else,
That's
time
true.
will tell.
You're right.
If the Bills lose again this year they're going to be one. And if they lose again, they're going to lose to the Chiefs at night.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
all right, buddy. You take care. Have a great night. Go Jets.
You too, guys.
Take care, guys. Okay. Well, that was 6-time champs.
Was that our V-Man moment?
That was
Nah, it was too intelligent.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, I was like, Snowball, we made it, man.
I appreciate him calling in.
We made it.
Yeah, no. Will
That's
we call
right.
in if his team's losing?
Right. Maybe not. We don't know.
Exactly.
All right.
That was a trip, man. I was like, dude, I was expecting something off the walls about to happen. Like
my finger was on the remove button. I'm just telling you. I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought that guy was going to stand up. He was going to have pants on or something.
Especially with the banner behind them too. I'm like, oh, he's going to pull some nonsense out with all the Super Bowl banners and stuff.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know, but he seems harmless.
Hey, we need the number one pick. At least that make kind of sense.
Yeah,
it does make sense. But any team would benefit from the number one pick. So, all right, man. Well, I am ready to go watch the Knick game.
Let's do it. So, Afram, as always, man, we appreciate you coming on this show.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much for getting the merch. The merch looks amazing on you. As you
nice
saw,
and comfortable.
The ladies in the chat were all talking your name out there, man. Saying, man, that man looks ravishing. That's what I heard over there, So, hey.
You know what you got to do? So, you guys are missing a big marketing opportunity here. You have to have Afram start to sign those, and you guys can sell them like signed.
That'll go well.
Oh yeah. Oh, listen, I know you're on a laptop, but if you could show us the back, like that'd be a trip.
You're gonna get up now.
Let's see if we can get out.
I gotta get up. I can just
let's see if we can show the back.
He's got pants on.
Look at the back. Nice.
Oh, look at these fancy shirts.
Jets worldwide on the back, baby.
He's flexing his lats too.
That's it.
I saw that.
You see him flexing his back muscles there all of a sudden? He's like all jacked up.
That's it. Well, if you haven't already purchased something from the merch store, let's just remind you to shop the store at jetsworldwide.printify.me. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should. And if you haven't liked this video, what are you waiting for? So we appreciate you guys for coming in. Afram, parting words before you go.
Can't wait for the next training camp and the next training camp after that and everything. I just want to see some football now. Even though my Yankees are doing well, I still want to see football.
That was a good series against the Mets, man. Your guys' pitching was
I was surprised.
Yeah, it was off the wall, man. So we got you guys back on the rebound game though. So,
when's that? July?
In July. Yep. Coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Right.
So
July 6th.
Afram, we appreciate you, brother. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next week. And in a couple of weeks, we might have a big surprise for everybody. So stay tuned for this.
Yes.
So just putting a little out there for you. Later, Afram.
Be well, guys. Take care.
Take care. Tyson, you want to let everybody know? I always feel weird, like with people who have channels that are bigger than ours, like to say, where can people find you?
No, dude, you guys do an awesome job, man. No, Let's Talk Jets. We stream a bunch, Mondays, Tuesdays. We stream games. It's uncensored content year round, so we get kind of crazy and wild, and we have a lot of fun with it. So just let's talk Jets, and that's it. We appreciate the support. We have a lot of fun. It's a little bit different than most channels. It gets a little bit wild, but we have fun with it.
Tyson, we got to get you back on, man. I'm not gonna front. I'm pretty hyped up right now. Like, I feel bad for my wife, like I'm just gonna end up picking her up on my shoulder and going down the stairs with her, so. But dude, I've watched your show for a while, man. I'm not trying to fanboy here and all that, but you speak truth and you speak like real stuff that we're all feeling at that moment and everything like that as well. Plus everything that you also do for the community and what you speak about too, I think is huge, man. Like I said to you in the very beginning, seeing your videos that you put out of you like actually running and stuff that's like motivation, man. That makes me like want to get up and just like I'm like, damn, this dude is doing it, man. Like, there should be no excuse and everything like that. Find a way to do it. Yeah, I would love if you could just for a few like moments really quickly kind of talk a little bit about that and what the stuff that you've done already too in the past and what you continue to keep on doing out there.
Well, one big aspect of having like a platform like ours is I talk about like mental health issues, anxiety, depression, also some like lifestyle changes and fitness. And for me, like I did a fundraiser to help support our veterans. I ran a marathon for the first time in my life, which was a crazy experience. But it's about like attempting things you don't think you can do. Like, to me, 26 miles, I'm like, who the hell can do that? I can't run 5. But you find a way you have a plan and you work your way up to it. You diet, you train for it, and you find ways to challenge yourself and accomplish it. So it's something that's near and dear to me, man. And it's like so many people are suffering in silence where we live in a crazy world, man, where people are getting bullied and getting judged and they don't want to leave their house. And unfortunately, the suicide rate is very, very high, but nobody wants to talk about it. So, and unfortunately, in my life, I had people that are close to me that did take their own lives over the last decade. And it's just like, this has got to stop. And then in our own community, like teens, like high school teens are dealing with all kinds of stuff. They're taking their lives. So it's like, I try to portray a message like, listen, man, we're all in this together. Better days are always ahead. It could be, like a phone call, a text, an email, anything can get you through the day. And tomorrow's gonna be a better day. Just know that there's always help out there, man. And that's something really important that a lot of times we don't talk about it. And the other thing is we have phones, dude. It takes 3 seconds to send a text. If you haven't talked to somebody in a while, hey, bro, how you doing, man? It's all you got to do. And it could be that moment, that text could save a life. It really could. Because they can say, hey, you know what? I'm going through something, man. You feel like talking? Cool. So I've made a priority now to people I haven't talked in a while. Quick text. Hey, how you doing, man? How's things going? Because there's times where it's helped me. Like, hey, you know what? I'm going through some stuff right now. Let's talk about this. So trying to have that environment where people can talk more, you know what I mean? And feel more comfortable about it and not worry about being judged or being scared. You need courage to do it. It's not easy for dealing with depression or anxiety. We're like, you know what? They're going to think I'm a weak. I'm a coward. No, let them talk about it. We all have some kind of issue. Nobody's perfect in this world. Everybody's got some kind of issue. Nobody, some people talk about it, some people don't, whatever. But so I try to talk about that a lot, man. And it's just while doing that, I incorporate fundraisers. I raise money for veterans, for the Suicide Prevention Foundation, all kinds of stuff. So it's trying to give back, man.
That's awesome.
It's amazing, man. And the stuff that you put out there, the word that you speak on the constant too, he's living it and he does it, right? He's about it as well. So a lot of respect, man. Much respect to you. And hey, everybody, if you guys have not gone over to Let's Talk Jets, go check them guys out, man. They're doing really great work as well. So like, again, Tyson's the man. You had the people chanting Tyson.
You guys are awesome, man. This is fun.
Yeah. Hey, we would love to have you back on some other time again, man. So definitely reach out. And I gotta shout you out with the hat. I'm a shine down guy. So when I saw you have that hat, I was like, badass, so
my favorite band, and that's like music for a lot of people does things like if a band resonates with you and they're a band that does so much about mental health, they're great. They're great with the fans. I always give back. They do a lot of really cool things and music resonates with me. So I've seen them probably a gazillion times. And if you're a Shinedown fan in this area, they're at Madison Square Garden in July. You got to go to that. That's going to be incredible.
I see your Lincoln Park
another one. Yep.
Sign in the back. I actually last week, before the show, I said there was a guy who came in from California. There are actually 2 guys. One of the guys who came in was actually the manager for Lincoln Park.
Oh, no way.
When Chester Bennington was the lead singer, and now he's doing work with Draven Bennington.
Wow.
He's recording in Queens right now. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. So music does change. Yeah. Linkin Park.
They influence a lot of people, man. Because like like when you're going through tough times and a song speaks to you, it gets you through it, or you can relate to it.
Mm-hmm.
And in their new stuff, like I like the new singer Emily Armstrong. I think she's awesome, man. Like I saw them a couple months ago at Barclays Center. I like their energy, their message, and it's just fun. Music, it's an escape, man. So I enjoy it.
Definitely is.
100%, man. And then you got Sum 41 back there, man. That brought me right back to Fat Lip, like that quick when I saw that. So
they're done now. That was their last tour. They're retired now, which is crazy.
Which is nuts, man. Right? Like I saw them recently.
Me too.
And I was like, there's no way that, like, I still think of them just that garage band, right? Like just like rocking out, right? And it's
they sound as good as I saw them 3 months ago. They sound as good as ever, man. Like they were on point. They're still vibrant. They had the energy. They came out with a new album. Like everything was great. And they walk away. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah. But Tyson, this was awesome, man.
Yep.
We really do appreciate you coming on the show itself as well. Really want to bring you back on again. This was fun, man. Let's go Knicks. I know you're watching the game as well. Right?
33.
So, let's go Knicks. And hey, appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you again soon.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Tyson.
Later, dude.
Happy Memorial Day. All right, Johnny. Episode 33.
33.
Done. Right?
Is that a reasoning that we had episode 33? My understanding, there was a 33 that wants to come back, and he has ties with our coach. And
no. And right now, the Knicks and Pacers are tied at 33.
Oh, man, this is a sign, isn't it?
It's all full circle.
I see it. But this was awesome, man.
Yeah, good times. Those of you in the chat who are still here, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Again, I'll repeat myself over and over again. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. JetsWorldwide.printify.me for our merch. And thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Happy Memorial Day. Go Knicks. And that...
We started off as Titans, and now we're the Jets. The start of every season always starts with the sweats. Vinny T, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, what's the deal? Don't even try to tell me that the curse ain't real. We're coming for you, run, nothing high. Snowballing Johnny Boy, his Jets worldwide. Why? Yeah, like and subscribe. But fumble, fail, Mary, choking Fitzpatrick. The end of every season is always tragic. Doug Bryant missed, everybody got pissed. Super Bowl seasons ended with just one twist. 15 years without the playoffs. Is Aaron Glenn legit? We're the friggin' New York Jets and we're built for the shit. We're coming for you, real and high.